I don't usually like talking in public.
And that's the reason you raised your hand?
Yeah. But what I want to ask you about our children. I have 3 sons, and I want to know the best way to support them on their path, how I can get out of the way, all of my old beliefs that come up that I didn't even know I had. Sometimes I can feel them getting in the way of their process, particularly my 13-year-old son.
Well, it's a wonderful way that you are wording this question, in that, how can I support them on their path? That's really nice for a parent to say. All children should be so lucky, because most parents are saying, or meaning, no matter what they say, how can I get them to follow the path that I have defined for them? Mm-hmm. And then you said something even more brilliant: how can I get out of their way? Mm-hmm. Which is usually what we're saying to all parents. Let them follow their path and get out of their way.
Yeah.
And so as you say, how can I do that? You do that by teaching through the clarity of your example. You see, when you get connected with who you really are, then your view of things is such that you are just out of their way. In other words, whether they are the subject of your attention or something else is, if you are working to bring yourself into vibrational alignment so that you are seeing things from the point of view that feel good while you see them, you are automatically allowing them to follow their path, because it is only ever from a place of disconnection that you are trying to guide someone. Esther and Jerry had an interesting discussion while they were having lunch today. And Esther said, sometimes I toy with the idea of just bringing Abraham in and letting them stay, because Abraham is always so positive about everything and seems so wise about everything. And Jerry is grinning through his soup as Esther is suggesting this. And Esther said, let's talk to Abraham and see what they say. So Jerry asked us about it, and we said, well, you won't know until you try. And then Esther, enjoying the energy of Abraham, said, well, I really do enjoy Abraham flowing through me during the seminars. Maybe it is something that would be fun to do for a day or more. And then they are walking down to see all of you. And Esther said, as they were walking, when Abraham is flowing through me, it is always a wonderful sensation. I would describe it as well-being. I would describe it as a sense of absolute security. I would describe it as absolute knowing. But I cannot really describe how Abraham feels within me in any emotional terms. It doesn't feel like joy so much as clarity. It never feels like negative emotion. And then it occurred to her that the reason that happens is because when Abraham is flowing through her, she is one point of vibrational relativity. In other words, your emotions are based upon 2 points of vibrational relativity. Mm-hmm. Interesting, isn't it? And so she wouldn't describe it as bouncing off the wall enthusiasm, and she would never describe it as negative emotion. It's just that stable, good feeling awareness that all is well. So as you ask, how can I be of most advantage to my children who I love so much, we say, get connected with who you are so that you're offering that stable, always knowing that all is well point of view. Esther said, when someone sits in the chair who is in agony or pain, Abraham never empathizes with their pain. She has never felt sadness when Abraham is flowing through her, no matter how sad someone is who's sitting in the chair. Mm-hmm. The advantage that we provide for all of you is that we know your well-being and we do not deviate in that. And that's what makes us of advantage to you. And that is what would make you of advantage to your children too. To practice so well your thoughts of their well-being, and to practice so well your trust in the true nature of their being, and so practice so well your awareness of what their life has caused them to want, and flow with the idea of where they're going, and don't let yourself get drawn into any of the drama of where they might be. And you will be the guiding light for them in the way that Esther feels us the guiding light for her. Yes.
That's good. you. Thank you.